Hey everyone, what's up? All the bodies, good day. Here is me, here in your ear, the word me. Whose word? My word, oh my word. The word I share with you is whose word? It's mine, it's yours. It's you, it's I, it's we, it's me, it's he, it's she, it's us, it's them. Here is me. There's you seeing me in your screen. And this is A Course in Miracles. Of course, this is lesson 38. There is nothing my holiness cannot do. I love nothing sentences. Sentences that have nothing in it are interesting to me. May nothing bind you. This is a good one. And I need do nothing. There's a section in the Course in Miracles that you could read. That's very fascinating. And when I read this, I thought I wanted to prepare for this by reading the whole thing before I read it live to see if what my preconceptions of the way the words in that sentence could be permutated to have meaningful meaning, to have meaning play fully with meaning. And I almost pre-read, but I thought, no, be spontaneous. Let's see. Maybe it doesn't have to conform with how I know I believe it could be played with. It might show me another thing, and it might go along the same tracks of what I'm thinking. I know I've heard it before, but I don't remember exactly what the lesson says. So the lesson starts off with the name of the lesson, which is there is nothing my holiness cannot do. There is nothing. There is nothing, which is something that my holiness cannot do. Which means that my holiness can do everything. There's like a lot of different ways of permutating the meaning of that. Any sentence that has the word nothing in it can meaningfully mean many things, actually. Playfully, prayerfully, meaningfully, helpfully, allowing your mind to add nuance to the possibility of your meaning making. There is nothing. And what is nothing? The Course in Miracles actually has this thing about what nothing is. Actually, nothing is like what meaningless meaning is. It's like what chaos is. It's like what trauma is. It's like what death is. It's like what destruction is. All those things are nothing, actually. The only thing that is a thing is everything, actually. It's all one thing, actually. The only thing that's true is wholeness, holy. The parts seem to be a part within a story, actually allowed to be unfolding on the way to unfolding, unwinding from time, actually, from the story. And the parts get to play their part and get to be translated for pointing to that holy purpose is what a miracle is for. And miracles are for changing what perception was made originally by the metaphysics of the Course in Miracles, as what stories start as is something like, oh no, there's separation. Oh no, what's happening? Oh no, how did this? Where do we come from? Where are we going? There's something like a question within what a story is. The origin story of stories is the starting of something like separation. Actually, the Course in Miracles has awesome metaphysics about this. It calls it the tiny mad idea. Physics calls it the Big Bang, sort of oppositely worded in some way, we could say. And sometimes spirituality calls it the demiurge for there to be a story. This is the tiny mad idea. What if there was something other than what true is? How boring. All there is truth. Just peace. What about adventure? Oh my God. Do you really want that? All right, let's throw some drama at you. How about some major drama then, okay? Everything that drama may include, you get to have if you want a little bit of it in some way. The Course in Miracles says, in some ways you get all of what it says or none of it too. But it will seem that it comes in step by step. But metaphysically, actually, pristinely, according to pristine description, you either get all of it or none of it. Anyway, that was a big preamble. It doesn't tell us that we need to believe this stuff, by the way, I'm about to read. It says just basically hear, listen, attempt to practice as it says to, repeat it, and remember that there is nothing that your holiness cannot do. Your holiness, I'm reading, your holiness, paragraph number 1, your holiness reverses all the laws of the world. It is beyond every restriction of time, space, distance, and limits of any kind. Your holiness is totally unlimited in its power because it establishes you as the shiny Son of God, the one at one with the mind of its creator, creating itself as a thought or extension of itself, of creation, a cause is a cause because of its effects. Paragraph number 2, through your holiness, the power of God is made manifest. Through your holiness, the power of God is made available, and there is nothing the power of God cannot do. God, holy, creator, creation, creating you to be able to do nothing that you cannot do. There is nothing that the power of God cannot do. All these negation sentences are funny to me. Your holiness then can remove all pain, and can end all sorrow, and can solve all problems immediately, in this moment, actually, in the mind. Holy salvation finds it is in the moment, actually. It can do so in connection to and with yourself and with anyone and everyone else. It is equal in its power to help anyone because it is equal in its power to save anyone and everyone, all the ones, everyone. Paragraph number 3, if you are holy, so is everything God created. God creates you holy moly, fully holy. You are holy because all things he creates are holy. He creates, creating now, holy. And all things he creates are holy because you are. In today's exercise, so nice, cyclical, logical, love it. You are holy because all things he creates are holy. And all things he creates are holy because you are. Isn't that great? What a nice self-fulfilling prophecy. A good one, actually. Meaningfully, holy moly. In the ability to have that be meaningful now, actually. In today's exercises, we will apply the power of your holiness to all problems, difficulties, or suffering in any form that you happen to think of, in yourself or in someone else. We will make no distinctions because there are no distinctions. Ooh, smack down with distinctions. Okay, paragraph number 4. In the 4 longer practice periods, each preferably to last a full 5 minutes, repeat the idea for today with your eyes closed, and then search your mind for any sense of loss or unhappiness in any kind as you see it. So for 4 practice periods, 5 minutes each, you're going to repeat the idea of there is nothing my holiness cannot do. There is nothing my holiness cannot do. There is slowly, a little slower probably than that. And then look in your mind for things that are unhappinesses or senses of loss of any kind that you can see. And identify the situation specifically. Also the name of the person concerned. Use the following form in applying the idea for today. In the situation involving blank, in which I see myself, there is nothing that my holiness cannot do. Or another example. In the situation involving blank, in which blank sees him or herself, there is nothing my holiness cannot do. So I can be applying it to things in which I seem to be involved, Joey seems to be involved, and or a friend of mine, a sister, brother, mother, cousin, who seems to be involved. Paragraph number 5. From time to time, we may want to vary this procedure and add some relevant thoughts of your own. You might, for example, include thoughts such as, there is nothing my holiness cannot do because the power of God lies in it. The power of God lies in me. The power of God lies in us, holy. Introduce whatever variations appeal to you, but keep the exercises focused on the theme. There is nothing my holiness cannot do. You can slightly permutate it, but keep it kind of generally to that subject. The purpose of today's exercise is to begin to instill in you a sense that you have dominion over all things because of what you are as you are created, and God creates you to be currently. Paragraph number 6. In the frequent shorter practice applications, apply the idea in its original form, unless a specific problem concerning you or someone else arises or comes to mind. In that event, use the specific form in applying the idea for today. Okay. There is nothing that your holiness cannot do today. Have a wonderful day. I love you. Mwah.